guys, so I am in front of the BJD Dollhouse, and this was going to be our living room. But after buying all those dolls at Marshalls and TJ Maxx, we decided to make it the BJD Cafe. And I just finished the dry fit. I posted this picture on Instagram, so some of you might have seen it. I did a dry fit because we're going to paint the room, but I wanted to see if this would fit. We got these cabinets, if you remember, at the thrift store. The price is still on here, $4.99. And I got them because there were two of them. And when I got them, I was going to use them in the BJD living room. But I changed my mind, and I am so glad. We have two of these. This is this American Girl Sweet Treats Bakery table. And I mean, this is not perfect by any means, but we have two. We got it, one we got at the flea market, and the other one, a customer came into my shop and sold it directly to me. They didn't want to do consignment. So because we have two of them and we have two of these, after that video when I got all those dolls and the bakery items, and we're going to do the cafe, I had like a brainstorm, and I literally could not wait to see if there was enough height here for this to go on top. And that's why I put it in. I emptied the room. All the BJDs are in a shelf behind me. I just quickly emptied the room and it fit. Look it hits the ceiling before it goes on. There's not even a quarter. I said a quarter of an inch. It looks like more of an eighth of an inch. It is very tight to the ceiling, but I don't care. I just love it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this out again, and we're going to paint the walls. I love this pink color. It might be a little dark, but we're going to make the cafe, the BJD Cafe, pink, because it's going to be kawaii, cute cafe. Like I don't know if some of you have seen this video. There's a BJD or Hello Kitty cafe. That's what I was thinking. There's a, you know, I love Hello Kitty. There's a Hello Kitty cafe, and I think it's in Japan. And my amazing assistant Audrey showed me a picture of a Hello Kitty cafe that was in Canada. I think that one has since closed, but that is also my inspiration for this. And I'm going to use this American Girl table in here with some American Girl cafe chairs in this room, if there's space, because I'm going to open all these boxes that I got from Marshalls and TJ Maxx to dry fit everything before I take everything out and paint. I want to see how it would look. And before I go, I wanted to show you something, just in case some of you are running by Michael's. They have these stickers. These are stickers that show like a checklist. I don't know if you can see it, like a checklist. And we're going to use it for the little menus, because one of them actually says, can you see that? It says bills. I think these are adorable. They're pink. We might use them to decorate the little jars that we put in here. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to start right now by opening the 3 packages and then coming back and dry fitting it into this space to see how it would look. And because we're changing this into a cafe, it has impacted the kitchen. The kitchen has a red and white theme, and we're going to add some pink to it to connect the two rooms. But we're also going to put some restaurant-looking displays in the kitchen, because now that's going to be the kitchen that services the cafe. This is so much fun, and I am just so excited to do this. I just love dolls and doll houses, and now I'm working on this giant dollhouse, and I'll give you more information as I go through. So guys, take a look at this. This is just so adorable. I cannot wait to put it in the BJD Cafe. I didn't take these apart. I'll do that later. And oh my gosh, I love this color. So this might help us pick the room color. So guys, take a look at this. When I bought this, I knew it had this yellowy orange color, and it doesn't go with our color scheme. So we're going to have to try to figure out how to make this work in the BJD Cafe. Guys, take a look at this adorable case, and this would be for umbrellas, but I'm not going to use this for shoes or umbrellas. I'm going to use it in the cafe. So let's go see what it looks like. So guys, I put everything, all the boxes that I've opened, I put it inside the BJD Dollhouse, and it fits. Now when I put it in, of course you'll notice there's a difference in color. If I were to buy 2 of these, this one was $16. And this one was $16 as well. The other one that I found of this, I did want 2, was $44. So I said, forget it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to look more like this. It might not be identical, but it'll have a similar pink color scheme. Which brings me to the color of the room. I'm going to paint it pink, but I'm going to try not to match a specific color, because we are going to have several shades of pink in this room, and if I start to try to match it, I'm just going to drive myself crazy, so I'm not going to go there. So I'm going to make this pink to match this one, and this is the way you approach the cafe from here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the camera and show you, if you were a guest, a BJD guest coming into the cafe, what you're going to see. And then we'll continue with the project. I will empty the room, I will paint it, and then I will fill it with food, and then bring in the dolls. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So guys, this is the side of the dollhouse. I'm gonna try to focus in on just the dollhouse. I'm going to show you the rest of this side of the doll room in another video. But whoever built this dollhouse did a great job. We have work to do, but let me pan all the way up. This is the dollhouse. This is all the way to the ceiling. And look at this. They built a front porch. Now this white platform, this one right here, is from a store that went out of business. This was part of their display. And I went and I bought it to raise this dollhouse off the ground. We were using it in my shop, but I just had to bring it to the doll room to raise the dollhouse once we got it. Now these are the 2 little tables, the bistro tables that came with the play sets. This one here, this orangey yellow color, I'm going to also make it match. I'm going to do some kind of treatment to it to make it match the rest of the cafe. But this is the deck. This is a front porch. So I can imagine some people having a snack out here. And whoever built this dollhouse used real stone. I'm going to change the color scheme eventually, but right now it's fine. And these shoes are what came in that display, the shoe display set that was our generation. And this pink bistro table is out here. So I'm going to try to zoom in. You can see all the way through to the kitchen, all the way down. I moved the refrigerator, but I'll give you a close-up of that later. But take a look at this. This feels like a real cafe. So I'm going to go to the other side. And I'm just going around. And then you can see what we're doing here. So we go all the way around to the doll room. And we have more of these platforms. And then a runner, because we do like to sit on the floor to play with dolls, especially Olivia. So we have, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 platforms that we got from the store that was going out of business to put this dollhouse on. And because it is so big and heavy. So this is the first floor. This kitchen is done. I'm so excited. And the little bench works well. And this is where I think I'm going to put this. So it's like a doorway between the kitchen service area and the cafe. So if you look in, this is what you'll see. So there should be treats here in this shoe rack. Go around. So there's treats there, and then people can take the treats and serve themselves. But anyway, I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to finish this room. I'm going to paint it and then bring everything back. And then we're going to move upstairs. I've already started ripping off the carpet because we did buy this dollhouse secondhand, and I want to remove all the carpets and give everything a fresh paint job. But for now, I'm going to stop filming right now and get to work. So I've decided to paint this rooftop here, this like awning area, a dark pink. We have this paint left over from doing Olivia's room, and it's a really dark pink. So I'm going to use that for this roof area and this planter. So I've prepped the cafe for painting, put the blue tape down, and I'm going to use this paper for extra protection. So now I'm going to paint it a lighter pink shade. So guys, I'm going to get to work on this. I'm going to take this whole thing apart, and this yellow part here is a sticker. So I'm going to peel that right off. So everything cleaned up really nicely. I was able to peel off the orangey pizza looking label with Goo Gone. So now I'm going to wrap this piece and paint the sides pink. And because we're painting plastic, I'm using this Krylon, which I got at Home Depot. It is a very durable paint. And if you look, it's for indoors, outdoors, for metal and wood. And I figure if it's for outdoor items, it will be perfect for painting plastic. And I'm using Ballet Slipper, the color Ballet Slipper in gloss. So I'm going to sand the plastic parts just to give it a little tooth for the paint to grab on. I'm going to paint both of these pieces with the spray paint, and then I'll continue with the dollhouse. So I just finished spray painting these two pieces, and I really like how it turned out. The pink color is nice and bright, but very subtle. And let's compare it to the other pink. Here goes the other piece here. So that's a different shade of pink, and it all will go together nicely. Now let's take a look at the doll room. So this is the pink color we picked for the doll room. It is not a dark color. When I put all the furniture in, you'll see. But let's compare the two tables. So look at the two tables. So all three are different shades of pink, and that's what I'm going for, because I was not going to drive myself crazy trying to match all the colors. So I'm going to take all the blue tape off and start filling in the room. So here are the two cake display stands side by side. I did not paint the inside of this because I was not going to make myself crazy. And I really regretted not buying two of the cupcakes because I wanted it to match in the front of the cafe. But right now I am so glad I did not spend $44 to get an extra cupcake display. By paying $16 for this and customizing it, I am so much happier. In fact, I'm not going to put this sticker This one has a sticker at the bottom. I'm not gonna put a sticker over here because I want to be able to display more cakes and goodies. And I really like how this turned out. There are different shades of pink, but it works so well with the tables and everything. So now I'm finally going to put this cafe together. So guys, I moved this up from the closet area. We have this Our Generation Cafe, and I really like it. The way it already has a built-in counter, and this flips up for like a service area. This also inspired me when I was thinking about the BJD Cafe. So right now, I'm going to look at taking parts of this apart. I mean, it looks like it would go nicely with some of the pieces that we already have. And what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to show you what I want to do. I'm going to turn this over. Yes, down here is a bunch of Phillips head screws. I'm going to just try to take that apart so I can use the pieces that I like, because we got this just as a shell. Hardly any food came with it, and we got it from Facebook Marketplace. So I'm going to try to take this apart to see what pieces I'm going to use as I put the cafe together. So I took apart this thing completely. I turned it over and unscrewed 45. Yes, 45 tiny screws. Thank goodness I have a electric screwdriver. And now this whole thing comes apart. I can totally lift this out. I put the whiteboard in the back so you guys won't get distracted with all the mess I have back there. So I took this apart, and now this counter comes completely apart as well. I had to cut the electrical wires in it, which was fine because this piece is a spare piece for us to experiment with. Now this, I might just spray this whole thing pink to go in the outdoor cafe area. I'm not sure yet, but this I want to put halfway between the cafe and the BJD kitchen, so it could be like a pass-through, like in a real cafe. So I'm gonna see how that works out. So guys, as you can see, we're using the American Girl bistro table and chairs out on the deck because after we put everything into the cafe, there was just no room. I painted the overhanging awning here a dark pink, and now you can take a look at inside the cafe. I just love it. The next thing we have to do now is to fill this cafe with all the food. Basically, everything is in place. Let me show it to you empty. What I really love is this Our Generation counter. It fits perfectly between the kitchen and the cafe. So it gives the illusion of having a downstairs cafe, but the family can still function over here in their kitchen, which is divided by this wall. I am so glad I took it apart. Let me show you. And the counter still functions because I hot glued a piece so it can rest and function as a pass-through. So guys, this is the cafe. It is complete and I just love it. I am so excited about how it turned out. All the little goodies are in the case, and I didn't know we had this much. I've been collecting all these pieces for a while. Everything here we got from bags at the thrift store, from flea markets and yard sales. I am so excited. I just love how everything turned out. And I am so glad I kept all these Christmas branches. I'm going to keep them here, but turn them off when we're not in the room. So take a look at these two BJDs. These are the two twin sisters that I showed you their clothes in one of my older videos. They're sitting having breakfast together, and all their food is American Girl doll food, and they have the little menus that we got from Michael's, from the stickers. So this is what it looks like on this side, and if you remember, I did paint the roof a dark pink. So let's just take a look at what it looks like from their angle, and then I'm going to swing around over here and show you the rest of the cafe. So look at this little girl. She's walking in, and this is what you see when you're walking into the cafe. So, take a look. I use these two cabinets. One has food over here, and this one over here has drinks. I'm going to open it up, and these are all the drinks and stuff that we've collected. And down here are cups, and over here we have prepared foods. A lot of this food we got in packages from Walmart. Oh, down here, these are Japanese erasers. And there's a salt and pepper over there. And here are the trays. And people can serve themselves with fresh fruit down there. I mean, the dolls can serve themselves. And this is one of my BJDs. She's holding menus to serve people, and there's bananas there. And this is the counter. And when you look back, you see like a diner kind of setup. And this is part of that our generation diner that I took apart. And then you come to the front, they can look at all the desserts, all these goodies that they can help themselves and buy from the cafe. There's so much more that I want to do here. There's all this Hello Kitty stuff that I want to relabel some of these items with and put in here. But for now, I'm going to call this complete. And this is the other side, part of the play set. And when you walk through, this is where the family who runs the cafe, this is where they live. And this is their setup. So you walk through, and this little girl here is looking over the menu, and there's pizza boxes. And over here is the cash register, and the apron is hanging there. And there's a little desk, the little roll top desk that we had is the accounting area for the cafe. And this is a kitchen that serves both the family and BJD Cafe. This goes over here, still sitting at the table. And then here's the red bench. This one's sitting here. I just love it. But let's go back to the cafe, and I'm just going to end it here. There's a few things that I still want to do, but right now I think I'm going to call this complete. The whole first floor is now ready to go. This dollhouse is right next to where Olivia likes to play, which is underneath the table, as you can see right there. And above are all our dolls. So I'm sitting on the floor now in front of the BJD kitchen, and my next project, probably on this room that I just emptied, take up the carpet and just continue my way up the dollhouse to the very attic. There's a lot of work to be done, but for now, this is the BJD Cafe that I've been working on. It's taken me several weeks to work on this, and I am just so excited about how everything worked out. And everything we got, almost everything, was from the thrift store and secondhand. If you have any questions about anything you've seen today, please let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.